So, you just found yourself on the rooftop of a hotel in Savannah, Georgia with 3 random strangers. And, oh yeah, there's a zombie apocalypse happening. This is how Dead Center starts in Left 4 Dead 2. And today, we're going to figure out if you'd actually survive this in real life. Let's start with the hotel. Now, generally speaking, hotels aren't a bad place to be during a zombie outbreak. Think about the advantages. You've got hundreds of rooms, and people were traveling, so there are suitcases everywhere. Clothes, toiletries, medications people packed, snacks from minibars, vending machines on every floor, maybe a restaurant or kitchen downstairs with actual food supplies. Some hotels even have bars. Alcohol is flammable, which could be useful for Molotovs or just, coping with the apocalypse. The layout is surprisingly tactical too. Long, narrow corridors with rooms on each side. Small spaces you can fortify. Stairwells that create natural choke points where zombies can only come at you 1 or 2 at a time. You could, theoretically, block off one entire floor, defend the stairwell, and have a pretty solid base of operations with tons of rooms to scavenge. But let's get a quick reality check. Our hotel, Dead Center's hotel, is not great at all. First off, the outbreak has been going on for a few weeks at this point, and this hotel is already in very bad shape. Bodies everywhere, dried blood on the walls, furniture smashed, everything is dirty. Sure, there are some suitcases and even full vending machines on every floor, but it's not the supply paradise you'd hope for. And then we've got the zombies. Hotels are full of people. Or, well, they were full of people. A mid-sized hotel could have had 300 plus guests plus staff when the outbreak hit. Now, they're all infected, and they're everywhere. In every room, around every corner, in closets, bathrooms, stairwells. Those tight corridors that are great for defense? Yeah, they work both ways. You turn a corner into 3 zombies in a cramped hallway, you're overwhelmed instantly. Every corner is a potential jump scare. Plus, Special Infected love this environment. A charger barrels down the hallway and rams your entire team like bowling pins. A hunter pounces from a dark bathroom. A boomer explodes in a tight corridor, and now you're all blind and covered in bile with nowhere to run. It's a nightmare. And let's talk about one of the most terrifying parts of escaping the hotel, the exterior ledge walk. At one point, you have to walk along the outside of the building because the interior route is blocked. If you have any fear of heights whatsoever, this is where you're absolutely losing it. Even without zombies, this would be terrifying. And you have to walk here while getting attacked by zombies or a charger trying to yeet you into oblivion. If you still make it to the elevator, which by the way is a terrible idea because the hotel is burning like crazy. When you reach the ground floor, you see the extent of that fire. So all that stuff I said about looting rooms, fortifying positions, clearing floor by floor, throw it out the window. You have minutes, not hours, minutes to get out of this building before you're dead. The smoke is what kills you first. You've got maybe 5 to 10 minutes before you're coughing uncontrollably, disoriented, and passing out. The smoke is thick, black, choking, toxic. You can't see a foot in front of you. Also, can you imagine the insane heat standing this close to such a strong, burning fire? This could also make the entire building collapse eventually. Now combine that with zombies everywhere. You need to move fast to escape the fire, but you're also fighting infected in 0 visibility. Every second you stop to fight is a second closer to death by smoke inhalation or structural collapse. But if you don't fight, the zombies will overwhelm you. You're trapped between 2 different types of death, getting massacred by zombies or getting burned alive like a witch. Next up, the streets. Finally, you are out of the burning hotel. You're standing on the streets of Savannah, finally able to breathe fresh air after all that smoke. The open space feels amazing after those cramped, burning corridors. But don't celebrate yet. Every zombie in the area heard those fire alarms and your gunshots. Now you need to reach the mall, and that means crossing several blocks of zombie-infested city streets. The good news, you can see threats coming from a distance. Better visibility, fresh air, room to maneuver. After the claustrophobic hotel, this feels like a massive improvement. The bad news, you're exposed from all sides. Zombies can come from anywhere. Side streets, alleys, rooftops, behind cars. It's way easier to get surrounded. Out here, they can spread out and encircle you. Right at the start, you come across CEDA quarantine zones. Tents, barriers, supply stations. CEDA, the Civil Emergency and Defense Agency, was trying to contain the outbreak here before everything collapsed. In the game, these tents are empty. But in real life, you'd want to check them for medical supplies. Bandages, antibiotics, painkillers, first aid kits, MREs, water bottles, batteries. If anyone got injured in the hotel, patch them up here. Just be careful, plenty of zombies lurking around. But here's the absolute best part of the streets section. You come across a gun store. Finally, a chance to gear up properly with some real firepower. Rifles, shotguns, plenty of ammo. This is a game changer. In the game, you just walk in, grab whatever you want, and move on. But in real life, this gun store owner clearly defended this place with violence. There's no way nobody tried to loot a gun store during a zombie apocalypse. This would have been one of the first places people hit. The fact that there are still guns and ammo here means the owner either fought off looters or locked it down tight before things got bad. Luckily, he accepts you being there as a trade for you bringing him some cola.
Man and his snacks. We'll hook you up. Just don't forget to take care of us.
I don't believe this guy.
Nick, don't give me that look. Cola and nuts might be this man's last meal. We can't deny him that. We get him his snacks, he helps us. I'm good with it.
So you go to the supermarket to get the cola, and while you are here, you might as well check for supplies. This should be a gold mine, right? Canned goods, bottled water, medical supplies, tools, everything you need. Except when you get inside, the shelves are completely empty. And I mean empty. There is literally nothing. The place has been totally looted. In the first days of the outbreak, people ransacked this store. Every can of food, every bottle of water, every battery, gone. Just bare shelves and trash everywhere. Well, completely empty except for two things. The cola, of course. Apparently people prefer beer over cola in a survival situation. And second, dog food. Yes, I'm not even joking. Near the entrance, there are packages of dog food just sitting there. Why? Why is there dog food when literally everything else got looted? I have no idea. Maybe people thought, we're in an apocalypse, but I'm not that desperate yet. Maybe they just overlooked it in the panic. Maybe it was too heavy to carry. Either way, if you're hungry enough, go grab it. Protein, calories, nutrients. It'll keep you alive. So enjoy your first meal after some very exhausting hours of fighting zombies. Once you deliver the cola, you continue toward the mall. You'll pass more CEDA tents. Grab medical supplies if you didn't earlier. You'll also find portable toilets. If you haven't shit your pants yet, now's the time for some sweet relief. Right in front of the mall, you find shopping carts scattered everywhere. A cool detail. People probably looted the supermarket, loaded up these carts, and rushed to the mall. But they had to abandon them here. It shows the chaos and panic of those first days. Now you've reached Liberty Mall, and things are getting disappointing again. This mall is under renovation. It was supposed to open in fall 2009, but the green flu virus ruined those plans. CEDA made Liberty Mall an evacuation center, but as you might expect, it was quickly overrun by infected. That means most stores are closed, some are being renovated, and new ones were supposed to pop up during the grand reopening. When you look at the actual map, we see the part that is under construction, and we see all kinds of stores. I was able to locate most of them. Some of them I couldn't find, probably entirely gone or getting renovated, and some new ones that aren't even on this map. All of this seems reasonable, since during such a huge renovation process, some stores stay, some disappear, and some new ones come. So if you were hoping for an amazing supply run finally, it's just not happening. Most stores don't have inventory. The food court might have some scraps, but it's been weeks into the outbreak. Anything good is long gone. You're out of luck again. At least it's not on fire, so that's an improvement over the hotel. But let's talk about the mall's layout, because this is where things get interesting tactically. The mall is more open than the hotel, but not as exposed as the streets. You've got wider corridors, multiple floors, open atriums, and better visibility than those tight hotel hallways. You can see threats coming from further away, and you have more room to maneuver and fight. Escalators are your best friend here. They create natural choke points. Zombies have to funnel up or down them, which means you can post up at the top of an escalator and just mow them down as they climb toward you. It's a massive defensive advantage. High ground always wins. Just be careful of what's above. The zombies will jump straight down multiple floors, zero fucks given. Also, be very aware of smokers. A smoker can grab you from a different floor with that tongue. If he's below you and grabs you from the bottom of a floor, you're getting yanked off and falling multiple floors down. Broken bones, maybe death on impact, and even if you survive the fall, you're stunned and surrounded by zombies. If a smoker is above you and grabs you from a higher floor, you're getting dragged upward, smashing into railings and stairs on the way up, or just hanging around 5 meters up in the air. Either way, it's bad.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Finally, the Atrium. If you made it all the way to the Atrium, you've already proven yourself to be an absolute god gamer. Or, in this case, god survivor. You're almost there, so close to escape. Just don't jinx it like this guy here did. The plan is simple. Grab the gas cans, fill up Jimmy Gibbs Jr.'s car, and get the hell out of here. You're already a mall specialist by now. Fight your way up the stairs, through the corridors, throw down the gas, fill up the car, and you're done. So, is the Dead Center campaign actually survivable? Obviously, we're assuming you're immune or a carrier. Otherwise, you're quickly getting infected and it's game over immediately. But even assuming that, I honestly don't think most people would make it through the hotel. Super aggressive zombies, special infected with insane abilities, burning fire everywhere, thick, choking smoke. You can't breathe properly, you can't see, and if you're not fast enough, you're going to suffocate before the zombies even get you. Your survival rate for the hotel alone? A pathetic 10%. But if you somehow make it through that hell and fight your way to the gun store on the streets, your survival rate jumps dramatically to around 70%. Get proper weapons, stay careful in the mall, advance slowly and tactically, watch every corner and every smoker on the upper floors, and you'll probably be fine, especially if you fuel up on some quality dog food. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more about surviving a zombie apocalypse? Check out my channel for more useless content. See you in the next one.